This is a special here, Santa Clarita's hometown station, KHTS. Always a wonderful time of year when we are able to talk with some of the important people in our community. And as you know, you can learn more by going to hometownstation.com, but there's the SCV Man and Woman of the Year, and people get nominated for this award. And I have some of the nominees here in studio. I have three very special guests in studio. I have Jeremiah Dockray, Suzie Rizzo. Those are the nominees. And then I have Lynn Plambeck. She is from Scope. She's representing Scope, and that's who nominated you guys. And thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And okay, so let's start with this is the weirdest thing about the SCV Man and Woman of the Year nominees is like the reason you're nominated is because you do so much for the community and it's really uncomfortable for all of the nominees to talk about themselves. But you guys don't have a choice. So let's start with you, Suzie. Ladies first. Sorry, Jeremiah.
It's all right.
And Suzie, how did you get involved with Scope?
I've been a member of Scope for many years, maybe 15 years, and I'm concerned about the environment, the quality of air, the natural beauty of the land. So was a natural for me to gravitate to Scope because that's their mission statement, is to preserve, to protect, to ensure that the natural beauty and environment are there for future generations.
And I should have mentioned this. I just assume that everybody knows what Scope is. But you can go to scope.org to learn more. But it is the Santa Clarita Organization for Planning and the Environment. And Jeremiah, how did you get involved with Scope?
Well, a few years ago, my wife and I are still somewhat new to the Valley. About 6 years ago, we moved here. But we got involved with them when we were entering into a fight from our community of Valverde against the Chiquita Canyon landfill and their impending expansion. So after a public hearing, Lynn approached us and asked us if we were interested in learning more about the public process and ways that we can help work through those processes that a lot of people don't even know about. So.
And so, how does it feel? I'm going to start with you, Jeremiah. How does it feel? You learned that you were nominated for SCV Man of the Year. How did that? This is your first nomination, correct?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. So, what was you going through your head when you first found out?
Well, I mean, I was a little surprised because sometimes you are just putting your nose to the grindstone and trying to do your thing, and you don't really think about the step back and kind of look at what you're doing. So, I was very flattered, and I'm glad to be able to just help spread any of the the awesome things that Scope is doing and that we can accomplish together. So I was happy, very happy.
And Suzie, same thing. What was going through? Is this your first time nominated?
Yes.
Okay.
Is.
And so what was going through your head when you found out?
Like, oh my gosh. I was so honored. I was so honored to be recognized for my efforts in the community, not only in this community, but the larger community. I work with prisoners.
Okay.
And Lynn also acknowledged that in my bio.
Awesome.
Yeah. But Scope has been just a huge way to make me and make the community aware of what resources we have and to protect those resources.
Lynn, what stuck out to you about why did you want to nominate these two specifically? They're not the only ones that are there. What stuck out to you about these two?
Well, I've always appreciated Suzie Rizzo's just adamant can-do volunteerism in our group. We would not be able to put on the many educational events that we have without folks in the background just taking up the banner and saying, yeah, I'm there, I'm going to help. And she did that on last year in November. We celebrated and are continuing to celebrate our 30th anniversary of being a nonprofit in this valley. And she essentially made that happen. Without her, I don't know how it would have gotten properly organized. With Jeremiah, he has been an outstanding member of his community and speaking up for the community of Valverde when they were really put upon by this landfill expansion after they were promised that the landfill would close. So not only did he step forward and say, I'm going to help organize a public process and and having our community understand how they can be involved. But also, he has stepped up to be a member of the town council in Castaic. He's been involved in the civic association, and he has this adventure play thing the foundation that he actually is trying to work into making a living at, which is also a nonprofit, and it's absolutely incredible how to get kids off of cell phones, adventure play. And which is something we really need to do right now. So I just feel like we have folks that not only are they wonderful for us, but they have a broad, just a breadth of volunteerism and involvement in the community.
Well, Suzie and Jeremiah, we appreciate you guys for being here and for all that you do for Scope. We appreciate you, and congratulations on the nomination. Again, go to scope.org to learn more information. I want to give Lynn a little tiny bit more time of maybe just an overview of what exactly Scope is for those who maybe don't know a lot about it.
Scope is a community environmental organization. We were founded in 1987, so as I said, we've been around for 30 years this year. We've been a local voice for protecting our significant ecological areas, the Santa Clara River, our oak resources. We were the ones that saved the Old Glory Oak in 2003. We've spoken up really loudly in many ways for protection of the floodplain and the Santa Clara River, water quality issues. We have a huge water pollution plume in this valley, and we've really focused a lot on water quality and water supply and air pollution. So if those, and of course now we have climate change, which actually relates to all those things. It will reduce our water supply. It's affecting our air as we have more and more traffic. We also create climate gases. So if you want to get involved in a local group that's going to really focus on your neighborhood, just send us an email, and you can find us at scope.org.
Awesome. Scope.org for more information. Thank you guys again for being here. Appreciate you guys, and good luck to you.
Thank you very much.